Guys, this battery is perfect for everyone, whether you live 15 minutes away from your camera or 4 hours or 4 days. If you don't want to make frequent trips to change your batteries, that thing single-handedly just turned every single trip I take out to this camera from a $40 trip to now under 10. Ladies and gentlemen, we have to talk. It is officially May, which means it is officially deer season. The work you put in May, June, and July will be the deer that you kill August, September, October, November, depending on what state you're in on August. But starts with cameras across the board. People can feed in certain states, other people can't, but the one thing we all have in common is everybody's running cameras, and it starts with properly powering your cameras. I have spent a fortune on AA batteries, and I'm sick of it, and that ends this year with the help of this guy right here. This is the MillerTech auxiliary trail camera battery, and guys, first I was a little skeptical. This is absolutely a steal for the price. Let's dive into it. So we're going to dive into this guy right here. I'm going to show you guys what's inside, how it works, but we're also going to go over why you should do it, because $300 for a battery for your camera, that's twice as much as a Tactic Cam. So why even spend that much money? So we're going to dive into that first. And to be honest with you, it's easier if I break down the numbers. So I started running some numbers through in my head earlier about this battery. So $299.99. So it's $300 trail camera battery. That's pretty steep. That's twice the cost of a Tacticam, or more than twice, depending on which one you get. I run Tacticams, and the Moultrie ones are $100. So that's 3 trail cameras. Is it worth it? I kept wondering to myself, and then I realized I get 1,000 pictures a night here at this camera set where we're going to put this bad boy. So that's a lot, and it did a lot of harm to my AA batteries. I was changing them once every 2 weeks, and I just Googled on the way over here how much a dozen trail camera batteries is. It is $17.99, I believe, so 18 bucks. So $1.50, if my math is correct, $1.50 a battery. Now, 26 weeks to 52 weeks in a year, 26 weeks is half a year, 6 months, because these batteries last 6 months on the busiest trail cameras. So that's what I would be looking at as a time frame per charge or per battery change. 26 weeks, that's 13 AA changes the way we had it. 13 times that 18 is a whole lot of money. I believe that is 180 something, 170. So I'm already paying for over half of this battery on just one charge, and the warranty is 5 years. So if I get a 6 month charge this thing up twice a year and cover it for the year, I'm paying for this thing if I run my cameras year round in 1 year. And if you're one of those guys that just runs your cameras, hey, I'm going to put one out in July and let it go for the whole year, you've paid this thing off in 2 years in AA's alone. So that's when I realized maybe $299 really isn't that bad of a price. So now that you guys can see my thought process on, hey, this thing really isn't that bad of a deal, let's open it up and see what is. You're going to open this bad boy up just like so. Directions, and then we have our battery, our charger, which is right there. We have our cord that'll connect it from the battery to the actual trail camera, and then also our strap for tree. So pretty simple. Let's take a look at this bad boy. We're going to take a look at the bottom of the battery. As it says on the side of the box right here, you got your charging port where you're going to plug this thing in, and then you're also going to plug it into your camera through this port as well. You can test the battery level with this button. As you can see, this thing is full. And then if you were to screw this onto the tree, there is a mount right there. We're going to be using one of these cords right here. Cool thing about these is they are actually stainless steel fiber. So you're worried about rodents, squirrels in specific, chewing through these, they cannot. So your cords are going to last. Right there is our Tacticam that is deader than a doornail. And all we got to do is strap this sucker to the bottom of the tree right below that thing. I'm going to do that real quick because I need to put the camera down. So something you guys might run across is that the strap on that comes with your MillerTech battery is a little bit smaller. So it's going to be perfectly fine for your smaller trees. But if you have a giant oak or something like this, it's probably not going to fit around it. However, that's not a big deal. You can just feed it on the same strap that your camera is already on. So your next step is going to be putting on your power cord so we can connect our battery to our camera. Now for your Tacticams, you are going to reach under here. This little black rubber piece is covering the port. And then as far as the 3 cables here, you are going to want the smallest one will fit right up inside there. Now that we have it connected to our Tacticam, we're going to take the other end, which screws in, and we're going to put it in the same port underneath here that we use to charge our battery. Now that everything is connected here, we're going to go for our moment of truth. Turn her to set up, give her a check, and she's got full power. Easy as that. We then flip it to on, and this camera's good to go. I'm going to start getting pictures. All right, guys, we got our camera up and running. Secret sauce is on the ground. And just like that, I don't have to come back, and we are good to go. Guys, this battery is perfect for everyone, whether you live 15 minutes away from your camera or 4 hours or 4 days. If you don't want to make frequent trips to change your batteries, check out these MillerTech auxiliary trail camera batteries. That thing single-handedly just turned every single trip I take out to this camera from a $40 trip to now under 10. It's worth every penny. Check them out at MillerTechEnergy.com.